Hello everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel. This is your host, CryptoSomniac, here to bring you everything crypto related where the rich never sleep. Thank you guys for the 4,000 plus subs. It is an honor to be able to do this full time now with you guys. I recently, I quit a job about a year and a half ago to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, and now I've sort of figured that out, and I am working full time in the crypto space. So thank you guys all very much. Please give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful towards the end. What we're going to talk about today is District0x. So this is a project I am extremely bullish on, and I really like it. And I want to preface this by saying I was not paid to do this. I just really like what District0x has to offer, and I wanted to review it and spit it out to you guys in like layman's terms and help you understand what the potential is behind District0x, not only from an investment standpoint, because I think there's a lot of money to be made by investing in it, but what it's going to do and shape and change our world. I think it's a really cool project. So it's called District0x, the number, not OX. I might say District0x, but I really mean 0x, just because it's a little bit easier on the tongue. But it's 0x because it's built off the Ethereum blockchain. And as you know, all Ethereum addresses start with 0x. So without further ado, let's talk about the CEO or the founder, Mattis Leista. He is the founder and leader of District0x, and he's really keen on decentralization. This is him on the left side of the screen, and he is known for building the Clojure Ethereum ecosystem, and he was originally a freelance developer. And we're going to talk a little bit more about why or how this is important and why, because District0x is actually developing a platform for freelancers. So it only made sense, I guess, for Mattis Leista to begin working on the project District0x, and he has a couple of skills in JavaScript, GitHub, and as well as CoffeeScript, and he is developing what is known as Ethlance, which we'll talk about. It's the first marketplace or district being built on District0x. So, solid background. He is the CEO and leader, and we have, I'm sorry, this is from an old presentation. This is David Sonstable. If you haven't read my presentation on IOTA, he is the guy for IOTA CEO. But next up, we have Joe Ergo, and he is the co-founder of District0x, and he is the head of operations. And he was also worked as an employee of 3 Hours Capital as a derivative trader. So pretty solid background there. He was also an operations manager over at Coinbase. So solid background there, and he actually used to be a professional poker player. That's the picture I took there on the left of him playing poker. And he is as well the founder and CEO at Sorcerers.io. So this guy's got a really strong background as well. Now, District0x, what is it? So it focuses on the applications that blockchain can offer, such as marketplaces, or what they call, in this case, districts. And I'm really big on this project because I love technology or blockchain that sort of goes and helps adopt it into the mainstream world. And it's really easy, and we're going to talk a little bit more about it, but I love the companies like 10x and ARK that really make adoption of cryptocurrency really easy, mainstream, and sort of plug it into the world, and they have products ready to go. So what you're able to do on District0x is build decentralized marketplaces, such as things like eBay or Upwork or Uber and StubHub. And they make it really easy. You don't really need any technical knowledge to get started. Entrepreneurs will be able to come in, and I can assure you that great minded entrepreneurs in the blockchain space will come in and create these new marketplaces in a decentralized manner. And there are a ton of benefits, and we're going to cover what they are. But District0x lays the framework down for you, and they make it really easy for an entrepreneur to come in and start up an eBay or an Uber on the blockchain from District0x. What it'll do is remove a lot of the fees, automate things, and give the community voting power within the districts to shape and mold how each will adopt in the future. So we're going to talk more about this, but again, it is extremely easy. You don't need any programming knowledge to come in on District0x. They lay the framework down for you, and let's talk about what you can do. So the core functionalities are already set inside of District0x. All you have to do is select from a user interface and a few parameters, and you're basically ready to go. It's really easy to use. You can use things such as posting and listings, search and filter, you can rank, and there's a reputation system, and payments and invoicing. Just like you have a lot of these things and services on things like I mentioned, eBay, Uber, Airbnb, you have all these types of functionalities in their systems, each with their own market and own little niche. And District0x offers a lot of these functionalities already set to go inside of their core system. So it's really easy, really basic to set up. And you might be asking why or how is this so basic? You know, this seems really easy. What sort of separates them apart? What if you want to go a step further? Well, they have these things called auxiliary modules. And I pulled these two examples out in their white paper. And what the auxiliary models are basically an attempt or an ability to basically improve upon the existing structure, and you can add more features depending upon which marketplace you want to create. So I'm just going to read this here. Example 1 they cite is a moderation mechanism that allows for the flagging and takedown of spam, malicious links, or explicit content and upvoting good content. This could in theory be financially incentivized, such as how Steemit itself works. Another example of a module could be a mechanism for users to bid on premium placement for their listings, similar to Google AdWords. Winning bids will be sent to the district's governance pool. The participants in a district can then decide between themselves how funds in the governance pool are to be allocated via their voting processes. So through the usage of these auxiliary models, you can basically build more complex models and systems and marketplaces inside of the districts. So these are going to be functions that will be able to be built from the District0x team and add-ons, essentially. Kind of like, imagine like how you have WordPress and you have all these extra plugins that can be used. You know, WordPress itself in its basic format is very plain, very simple, and probably, you know, not the most ideal. You know, it's not going to bring you the website that you really want. So imagine sort of these plugins or modules. That's the best comparison I can make for them. There's just going to be plugins that you can essentially use to develop your marketplace and make it more complex and interesting. So how do the districts themselves work? And again, districts are sort of synonymous for marketplace. So they are decentralized and controlled by all the token holders. For example, you and I. So we're able to control the districts based upon the tokens that we hold. The token is DNT. Now, an individual, say, has an idea and creates his own eBay or own Uber or own whatever have you. He can commit 1 token to building this district. And right now that price is roughly 25 cents at the making of this video. And as people join, they can stake their coins and gain voting power within the district. So as people join the district, they stake coins to be part of that district. And this is where the value comes in of what the token has itself. This is the value that the token provides. So you get voting rights, and these are spread amongst the users inside of a district or a marketplace, and they make every decision regarding a district. So they have the power to essentially make the marketplace a better experience for all users, all the users involved, and put profits, you know, at the last step. You know, they take profit into consideration as the last consideration when building the market, because everyone owns a piece of the market. So we all have incentive to make the market a very, you know, a friendly environment and really reduce all of the fees. We want to basically optimize and make efficient the marketplace as efficient as possible. So the profit and the revenue and the governing parties are sort of removed from all of these markets by placing them on the blockchain in a decentralized manner. Now, the financial incentives and the monetization can be added after the fact, and the district can an individual of a district can choose to either reinvest the monetization that he gains in the district. He can claim some of the profits and take them away, or he can mix both of them. You know, you can withdraw some of your DNT and cash it in as its value increases, or you can continue, like I said, to reinvest in the market and in the district and commit, you know, more tokens to the district. So really, really cool concept there. So that's how districts work. Now, again, I mentioned and hinted on a little bit the purpose of the tokens. Now, a lot of projects raise money for an ICO or a project, and they really don't have any intrinsic value. The token itself is kind of just, hey, we're raising money, we created our own token, and it's just interesting. I really like to take a look when I'm investing in a project, the intrinsic value a token actually has. You know, is there anything beyond just the token itself and how much someone's willing to pay for me? And this is really important, and this is how I could see that as the number of users increase on the district, the value of the coin increasing as well, because for one, I mentioned they provide voting power within districts. So the more tokens you acquire in a district, the more voting power and the more say you're going to have in a district. And initially, this will allow for users to signal which districts they would like to create for in the marketplace. So initial investors and early adopters will be able to signal which districts they want to create. And we're going to break free to the website in a little bit and show you some of the projects that are being headed right now by the team. And we'll talk more about that. So I also want to mention that some of and this is taken also from the white paper, some things can be added as far as what the token can provide you. Let me just read this here. Additional 0x project-wide governance utility will be introduced to the District0x network token. Experimenting with different capabilities to allow adequate time for testing and refinement before committing to a permanent design for implementation. So what this says is basically there may be additional capabilities for token holders to acquire as they begin to wrinkle out some of the tests and implement the design going forward. So again, this is a young project. There are a couple of districts being built already, and there is one out that's out already. We'll talk about it, but they're basically in very early stages, and as it continues to grow, the token usage might develop a little bit further than just giving you voting rights inside of a district. Now, as I mentioned, some of these districts that could be applied to District0x, or marketplaces rather, are things like Upwork, Uber, eBay, Airbnb, Ticketmaster. We have all these different marketplaces, StubHub, that you can move to the blockchain and essentially reduce or eliminate all fees involved. Imagine not having to pay any fees from Ticketmaster. It's all on the blockchain, and you operate basically peer-to-peer, selling your tickets. The same way with how Upwork works. And Uber, you can eliminate the guy above. We can eliminate the government. We can eliminate the CEOs. We can eliminate all of that and move it towards a blockchain. And not only is it cheaper, but it's more secure. It's automated. It can become faster. It's just, I don't know. This is one of the most exciting projects in the blockchain space that I've seen in the past couple of months. I think Ethereum was my favorite, and this is slowly or quickly becoming one of my favorites in cryptocurrency. Now, I mentioned there are a couple of marketplaces in development, and Ethlance is the first one, and it exists already. Basically, it connects freelance workers to employers, very similar to Upwork and Fiverr, and there are essentially zero fees involved. There are minor transaction fees to submit money back and forth to someone, but they are basically pennies, almost nothing. I think things like Upwork charge you upwards of 20% if it's under $500. And so forth. So this is tremendous. This is just the first market, and I see humongous potential in some of the markets that are yet to be even built. Another one that's in development right now is called Name Bazaar. It is a marketplace that allows you to trade domains, a very rising and popular new market. So you can trade domain names across individuals. Now, is it wise to invest? So District0x, in my opinion, solves a real problem. It allows entrepreneurs to create new marketplaces, again, without any programming knowledge. So it's going to be really easy for some of these things to be picked up and developed, and I think this has humongous potential. Token holders, have considerable value within the process of creating and running districts. So I think that is another incentive to why it is wise to invest because of this. Again, this considerable value that the token will have in the future. So as more users come to the plate, the more voting power they're going to want to have, and that's going to increase the value of your token. And again, the potential for many districts and potential to reach tremendous valuations there is on the chain, because, for example, eBay's market cap is currently 471 times that of District0x. That is just one potential marketplace. Imagine if District0x took just 1% of eBay. Imagine that. Now, once the districts are up and running, imagine having not only 1% of eBay. Imagine if you took 1% of all those big ones. Let's play it on the very, very downside, just 1%. Now, it's very likely that they'll take a larger market cap because of, you know, the tremendous value I see in the reduced fees. But just imagine on the low end, 1% of eBay's market cap, and perhaps 1% of eBay plus Uber plus Ticketmaster plus all of these things. There's endless possibilities. Just imagine all of those under one umbrella, and you having basically a stake inside of that company. Just imagine that. So, like I mentioned, there is already one district up and running. I love to see products that are out and existing already. A lot of these ICOs and younger projects that we invest in don't even have anything yet. They don't have any product out or any markets or anything. So I like that fact. And it's still cheap. And we're going to break free and talk about the charts in a moment, but it's still cheap. Right now, I mentioned it's under a quarter US dollars. It's under 25 cents right now. So in summary, District0x enables users to create their own blockchain-based marketplace. Very easy for an entrepreneur to come in. Each district is fully customizable through the usage of auxiliary modules, synonymous to sort of like your WordPress plugins. Token holders are going to be able to vote and decide between themselves all the decisions related to the district, further incentivizing token purchasing. Community needs can be set first in this manner. By moving things to a blockchain, community needs can be addressed as opposed to trying to tighten profit margins and squeezing some of those pennies and dollars out of us by having a third-party governing system above it all. Now, I didn't mention in this project, but Ergo, another blockchain, is going to be used to govern all the voting and the decisions in the marketplaces. So they have a partnership with Ergo to take place of all the voting power and the decisions and how that process will be handled. And again, the market cap is relatively low. So let's break free to the website and show you guys a little bit of the marketplace. So if I head over to District0x, their website, I just want to go over to the page where I mentioned all the marketplaces currently being held on them. So vote for new districts here. Again, I mentioned one of the incentives to holding tokens is you can vote on which projects get created first, and you can read a little bit of description on most of them here. It looks like the most popular district being voted on now is a decentralized poker room, VR poker room, and you can read more about them all here. So this is the website. You can take a look at it here and learn more information on them and their team. Let's talk a little bit about the market cap and pricing. So it's down here at number 52 at 18 cents, down 25% as of the time of this video. A steal in my opinion. I bought in higher. I bought in at around a quarter. I'm extremely bullish on this project long term. I have no problem losing a quarter of my investment right now because this is something I'm not going to look to day trade in the near term. It's really young. It doesn't have a lot of history to it, so there's going to be a lot of volatility, but it's a project I fully believe in. So again, the market cap is 111 million at the time of this recording, and there are 1 billion tokens in supply. Right now, they release 600 million, and they will be releasing the rest in stages / donating some of them to the project. You can find a little bit more information about that on the website. I want to try to condense this video as much as possible. And additionally, some of the biggest news coming out for District0x is it's being added to Binance on August 22nd, I believe at 12 Eastern. So probably will inflate prices, as well as there are talks of it being added to Bittrex. They are working with Bittrex and providing the necessary documentation to get it added there. You can currently purchase it on Liqui. That is the market that I use to purchase it on. So just a lot of great stuff for District0x. Again, I think it's a fantastic project, and take a look at it yourself and tell me what you guys think. Leave your comments in the video below. Any suggestions you have on topics for me to record on in the future, go ahead and leave them. And if you're not a subscriber of this channel already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I make these videos here every day. Hit that thumbs up button. What it does is it shows other people in the community that this was worth watching. Additionally, we have a lot of great material for you guys. If you're new to cryptocurrency, the best place to start is my course over on Udemy. It's $10. You can get the link in this video below or on my YouTube banner profile. I take one-on-one appointments. I have a lot of clients that talk to me and just want to review their portfolio on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis. I assist in technical analysis, how to read charts, as well as how to set up some wallets if you're having trouble getting your NeoGas, moving your IOTA to the IOTA wallet. And then lastly, we have the Moon Lounge. We have a few spots left open for September 1st. What that is you get to see my present, my past, and my future portfolio, where it's going. I post all my trades, You'll get access to a couple of calls each month with me in a group where we talk about, things and where it's going. So it's a great opportunity for you guys to make money. Again, it provides you a lot of value. You're going to get a lot of value back for going into that. This is a month-to-month thing, and if I don't provide you guys with value, you're not going to stick around. So trust me in that you'll be provided with some of the best value that your money can buy as far as cryptocurrency goes. And lastly, I give free cryptocurrency away on the channel every day to someone who shares or retweets my video. So lastly, we're going to pick someone for that. So let's use a random number generator. I use this method here every day. We're going to pick a number between 1 and 2. 2 for Twitter, 1 for Facebook. So it looks like we are on Facebook again. Facebook has been hot the past couple of days. So anyone who has shared my videos yesterday on Facebook will win some free cryptocurrency. And it looks like we're going to go down here. And again, Seth Bott is a moderator in my group. He posts a lot of my videos when I go live. And I know he posted the one for today. So let's find out where that one is. So here we go. We have 5 shares, and we're going to pick a person at random. Miles Blatstein. Miles Blatstein, I'm going to tag you in this video once it's uploaded. You just won yourself some free cryptocurrency. Message me privately, and I'll get that over to you. So thank you guys all for watching. It's my pleasure to be able to do this every day for you guys. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and tune back tomorrow for more. Thank you guys for watching, and everyone stay a cryptosomniac, because the rich never sleep.